and this is a saying that's been said before, but check out the 5 closest people around you. That'll tell you who you are. The 5 closest people around you. You remember they had the top 5 in T-Mobile. You know what I mean? Who's your top 5? And that'll tell you who you are. A lot of sports guys, people, not guys, but sports people, they'll tell you my starting 5. This is my starting 5 right here.
Give me a second right here. I think we have Brother Suave. Can you hear me? I think
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. I got you.
Yeah, I had to cut up my phones. Man, I've been having so many technical difficulties, actually. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay. I've been having so many technical difficulties. I'm just streaming live. And you know what? What I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that the stream is going on Facebook. So I got another monitor over here. So it's kind of a delay. So when I'm sitting here talking to you, I see you talking and your mouth moving a little bit right there, not saying anything. So, it's kind of throwing me off. But let me bring him in. Let me bring him in. There he is.
What's going on?
Hey. How y'all doing? How you doing? I just wanted to pop in right quick, my commitment to the 2 Kings, I know as me and my lady, we celebrating this wonderful we had my ceremony tonight, man. It was swaptastic, man. It was emotional, it was nice, official. Just waiting on that paperwork to come in, that the diploma to come in the mail. We did everything. The ceremony was nice, man. It was a moment for me because a lot of times in the background we have people in our life that we made commitments to that's in private and saying I'm doing this in honor of this person, honor that. We may look at it. I've always been driven, but it was always some entities that I made promises to, and that was to my grandfather, my father, about certain things. I said I'm gonna do it, only because of the inspiration of the private talks that I received from them. Like my grandfather was like, he was educated, but he didn't get an opportunity to do some of the things, You know how it is. You remember back in the day, you'll see a person working on a farm right after being free from slavery. They go to college and they go away anticipating doing some bigger, better things. And then they end up going right back working on the farms, And I think about, my grandfather, he worked, he got an education, but he still had to go back and do, that work. And so one of the things he always taught to me, he says, I hope the best better for you, and I made those commitments saying, even though a lot of times I wanted to quit, the long journey, but I did it, and so it was something. So it's about following through on your commitment. I know that I wasn't able to make it today, but I still wanted to follow through and say, hey, listen, I just want to come on and show face and share. And, even if it was a short moment, I remember when we first started, Brad, you remember we called in some other, he'd come in for a little while, but it was showing that respect of saying, that's what I always tell people, you're never too busy for this. You can call somebody on the toilet, you can call somebody in between, just make a commitment, and I think when you put forth the effort, people tend to say, hey, at least they tried, and so I just wanted to show respect and also come on, and even when I talked to my lady, I say, listen, just give me a couple of minutes to, just step on, and again, that's what that teamwork in. She was understanding, and I appreciate her, and so I wanted to make sure I come on and recognize, you brothers,
And I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Just seeing you, I could feel your energy. I could feel your vibe. Like I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. You're looking swabtastic to the 10th power. You know what I mean? You're doing good. You're doing good. And man, you definitely an inspiration, not only to me, but to a lot of other people. And I know if you touching me, I know you're touching a lot. So thank you for the experience. Thank you for following your dream and pushing through and that commitment, because just being able to be a part of it and seeing someone do it, it makes me think like, dang, yeah, I know I believe in myself, but it gives you that extra oomph, you know what I mean? So man, just I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Tell your lady I said thanks.
My brother, you know how I feel about you too. You know, congratulations to the utmost as always. Accomplishments and doing what it is that you normally do. You're just leveling up and you continuing to do what you normally do. Thank Miss for agreeing to allow you to come on and share with us today. We really appreciate it. I know that ceremony actually just christened everything. You had to go through that formal ceremony right there. That's just one for the record books. So, again, I want to congratulate you. I look forward to working with you going into the future and seeing what nuts we can crack and open up. That's what I can't wait to see, because there's going to be some fun things going on coming into 2022. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Enjoy your night. Like I said, I appreciate you coming in. Me and brother General, father to six, we was gonna keep it in the road though. Either way, we was gonna keep between the two lines and stay on the gas. So we gonna continue to build. You know that already, but blessings, brother, and continued blessings. And again, I'm looking forward to this edifice that we're gonna build. I'm really looking forward to it.
I just want to tell you thank you for your grace and understanding, and and I'm looking forward to us building. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for us building. And thank you for just taking time out, speaking with me this week. Giving me some direction, how to better plan and make sure things are on point. I appreciate your direction, and your knowledge. And again, thank you for everything. Thank you for understanding, and I just want to tell you that. All right. So I'm gonna step back out, and I just want to tell you guys, thank you. All right.
Peace out, brother. Yeah, man. That was some beautiful stuff. The thing is that I know that going through that ceremony, it's nothing wrong with ceremony, especially when it's celebrating you. So that's a great thing. I'm glad he dropped in on us, and that was some good stuff. But yeah, man, go ahead and finish. Go ahead with what you were saying about 2021. Go ahead and finish sharing, brother.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I've grown a lot since 2020, 2021. I'm just excited for 2022. Absolutely excited. You know what I mean? To go through the experience and just to see the metamorphosis that I'm going to continue to go through. And I was saying that just my top five. My top five, they're growing. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm growing too. You see what I'm saying? So there's an old saying that they would say back in the days. Who's your top five? That'll tell me who you are. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad and ready for growth, and I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm with you on that. For me, 21. I don't know. I've been thinking about it since the topic came up. I don't even know how the topic came up on me saying that. I'm just gonna reflect on 2021 and anticipate and forecast 2022. I guess I could say it the best way for me to say it. But 2021 it was a curvy thing, like them old roads up in the mountains in California, and you go around them curves. It was one of those things because one minute, I was going around the curve, my suspension was good, and I was going fast, and I had my top down, and the wind was blowing through my hair. I was feeling it, sunglasses on. Then on the next one, I had to go about 20 miles an hour and go real slow because it made me nervous, like I might not make it around this corner because it's so close to the edge, and I might fall over. But it might not have been that way. That might just been in my perception. So 2021 was a learning year, but more at the end of this year has it been more learning for me, and reiterating things. And I guess because it's some trainings maybe I was going through and some other things to help me get a period of discovery. That's the best way for me to say about 2021. It was more of a discovery year for me, believe it or not,
I agree. Me too.
even at my age, because a lot of times people think you get too old to learn or too old to experience more life experiences. You think that you've been through them all, but you haven't. That's unlimited. So, it was a discovery year for me, and I'm looking forward and anticipating 2022 to be able to take those discoveries and the things that I learned and make them applicable to my life to see where I prosper and where I go with the grace of the creator, to see what he's positioned me to go into and blossom into. You know, I anticipate what I'm gonna look like at the end of this year, and I mean that sincerely. I've never been that person to say, okay, by the end of the year I'm gonna be doing this. What I do is I just continuously progress as much as I can in all components. You know, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and emotionally too. And but I think this year is going to be something that's going to be impressive. And I believe that, and I've read that sometimes it takes a, you know, our discovery time is around the time right now. They say in the 50s, when you're in your 50s, your discovery time, and most millionaires are built during their 50s. That's what they say, you know. And I'm just saying that just to put it out there and get the vibe and put it out there in the universe so it can come back that way. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes, yes.
I'm really anxious about the relationships. Like I'm so grateful that I had a chance to meet you and to be able to know your story, because it inspires me. Every time you come across my mind, it inspires me. So I'm excited about. I'm excited about you bringing new ideas to the tables that so we can build on some of your ideas too. I mean, it's just one thing I definitely want to do is build out this virtual world called Neighborhood Planet. I really want to do it because that's where everything is going. I was doing a little reading on metaverse and what Mark Zuckerberg is doing, and you know, we need to be forward thinking like that, because it's going to be important and it's going to come real fast. The way that technology is built, everything now is going real quick, you know. And I mean, just to look from the regular cell phones to the smartphones that we have now in the short time that we've come, you know, it's just amazing. So, but yeah, man, I'm just looking forward for us to continue to build these ciphers. I know that somebody had corrected me and said, why do you spell cipher Cipher instead of Cypher? Because the cipher that we build, it is a code. It is a secret code. That's what the Cipher is. It's more of a secret code or a secret language that is shared. So that's what we're doing here. So we're building, but we still got the spirit of hip hop in it. So it ain't going nowhere. We gonna keep that spirit, that consciousness in this thing, and continue to build, man. Let me go ahead and step back for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
you
let you.
good. You good. You're right. You're definitely right. And one thing I was talking about, you know, a few days ago, I was talking about excellence over mediocrity. Excellence over mediocrity. You know what I mean? And everyone has a different level of excellence, but we all know that excellence is nowhere close to mediocrity. You see what I'm saying? So if you're in a state of mediocrity, state of comfort, familiarity, can't say it properly, but if you're there and you're there too long, you see what I'm saying? Are you really pushing for excellence? You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to 2022, as I call it, the year of execution, because I felt the same way, honestly. You know, like it was a discovery year. I learned a lot. You know what I mean? 2020, 2021, I learned a lot. And I feel like, and I coined this for my family, you know, it's 2022, the year of execution. You see what I'm saying? So what we did, we just talked about it before we came on here. We had family dinner. We talked about our execution list. You see what I'm saying? And I was talking about this for a few weeks prior to the new year, because I'm like, well, the execution list is not a New Year's resolution. It's stuff that I'm going to execute, you know? And the day before yesterday, we talked about, you know, having obtainable goals. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people who are not trained in goal setting, they make goals year after year that they never accomplish. And what does that do to the self-esteem, to the psyche? When every year you're not making your goals. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not achievable. You want to buy a car for $20,000, but you only saving $100 a month. You see what I'm saying? So when December come through, you only got $1,200 towards the 18,000, and now you don't have a car still. You know what I mean? So attainable goals, you know, and things that I will execute. That's what's going to be on my goal list. That's what's going to be on my execution list. Things that I know I will execute. And I'm not saying that everything on my execution list will go as planned. No, but I anticipate it to go as planned. But we all have hiccups. You see what I'm saying? But what am I anticipating for this year? That's the question that I pose for my kids, for my family, for those around me. What is your expectation? So, you know, we had a good talk today about that. You know, we talked about tomorrow we're going to talk about how to get there. Because now that I've seen everyone's expectations, everyone's goals, everyone's execution list. We're going to talk about how to properly, effectively to execute those things that's listed on those lists. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just ready for the year of execution, which is already here in my mind. You know what I mean? And excellence over mediocrity.
I like that mindset. I like it a lot. I'm soaking it up right now, and that's a good thing because that's one thing. Like today, I got so much done, and I'm learning how to compartmentalize and put things in proper perspective. From after this year of discovery, looking at others' success stories too, and knowing who I am inspires me. And so I'm with you on that. Execution is comparable to massive action, basically. Massive action. It's not just taking action, it's taking massive action. People wonder why does America go over there and bomb and drone, and it's not the point of they know that they can make people pay attention. It's the point that they want to go over and really do something. And really, it might be a point of overdoing, you know. But it is about taking massive action. It's always about thinking next level. And I think that's what more so that I'm participating because I'm starting to have more conversations, and building more relationships. And that's really what's going to push forward. And I'm anticipating it a lot too, brother. I really am. And you got a team over there. That's good. Basically, you team building too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a great thing, man. I mean, teams win, not individuals.
Absolutely.
Teams win. So that's a good thing. So that's what I'm anticipating going into the new year, being able to come here and really have some building moments and some real solid and building conversations. I mean, our conversations has always been solid, but the execution part, and we need, and in my opinion, I think that we really need to come together and start building a project together, because I think that it would be something that would be surprisingly successful, know it or not. That's what I strongly feel. So
Feel the same.
yeah, I know Brother Suave have an idea for a show. I mean, my wife and I was sitting down watching a documentary the other night, and it was a pretty good documentary. And the term father figure kept coming up. Father figure, and then you really start looking at it and thinking about it. A lot of times when it comes down to athletics and ball players, they always talk about the father figure because a lot of them they haven't had a father figure. Their father hasn't been in their lives the way that they needed for him to be. So they attach themselves to other positive males, and they look at them as father figures. So that's one thing that I think that I would possibly that we were talking about writing a pilot for a sketch for is father figure as a show. Um, and we got outlets. I mean, we have our Got Change channel on YouTube and things like that. But being able to share information, even if you have stories that we can share to even help share it and help build your personal brand, because it's positive. It's something that is nothing wrong with profiting with a purpose, and that's what really it's all about for my mission and my vision is, yeah, we could all be filthy rich, but let's have a purpose behind it where we can, we know with those type of economics we can make some major change. We can pick it and boycott and all day, but if you're not coming to the table with money for people to pay attention to you, it really don't really make a difference at the end of the day, unfortunately. But get off that soapbox, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm anticipating it. And yeah, the good thing about it is the way that my schedule is clearing up. Seem like Thursdays are really going to be a predominant day for me, and I know, and I'm really looking to execute bringing more format to the broadcasts. So that way we can all be comfortable with the scheduling and be able to understand better. And I know it's been random because of choices that I've made, but I'm looking to clarify that and get things more into focus going into the new year. So, I'm blocking out time and dedicating a certain block of time every week to Neighborhood Planet. and really being able to do this thing, man. I'm glad that you're on the team early with me. And again, please bring any and all ideas to the table. I think that there's a lot that we can share and do some things about and do some things with.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's funny you said father figure. I was, two things to go with that. I was saying, the wow factor. And what I mean by the wow factor is when you're moving in life and, you know, you ever see someone doing good and you're like, wow, like, oh, he did that? Oh, he doing big things. She doing big things. Like, wow. Okay, okay. Can you wow yourself? You see what I'm saying? Coming into this new year. Can we look back? I know you can, King. I know I can. But it's for the viewers or those who may be on the fence. Can you look back at your year, your month, the quarter, and say, wow, I did that, you know? And I want to give a wow to those father figures because a father figure isn't a father to that individual who sees that figure. You see what I'm saying? They would be a father, not a father figure. You see what I'm saying? So a father figure is a wow because they're an emotional substitute for a father. You know how hard it is to be a substitute teacher? Especially where I grew up at in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? We used to eat substitute teachers alive. Alive. You know what I mean? But then not to be a substitute, emotional substitute father for someone. You know what I mean? Woo! That's wow. You see what I'm saying? Wow. So, I really dig that. You know what I mean? That father figure thing. And another thing, the title. Because not everyone is given that title as a father figure. Usually a father figure is someone who's older. No specific age, but they're usually older. When I think about older, I'm thinking more mature than the average. You see what I'm saying? Maybe not older in age, and sometimes maturity does go with age, but then there's times where there's an exception. You have someone who may not be as old, but very mature. So an older person, older man, because it has to be a man, who is seen as respected. They're respected. You can't put respect on your own name. People have to do it for you. That's how you're respected because other people give you the respect because you've earned it. So an older man or mature mindset man who's respected. Respected for what? His qualities as a father. His qualities as a father. And becoming an emotional substitute to someone who is fatherless. So being a father to the fatherless, that's a wow. You know what I mean? So big ups, to all my father figures out there, my coaches, you know what I mean? My neighbors, even my police officers, firefighters, first responders. Because a lot of first responders, they get attached to the patient, and they keep involved. Imagine if that one police officer, that one EMS worker, that one firefighter didn't check up on, Johnny. You know what I mean? Where would Johnny be at? You know what I mean? So big up to the father figures because you definitely got the wow figure, the wow factor coming from me. You know what I mean? Just wanted to throw that in there.
I appreciate that, and I think my wife is going to appreciate that when she see it because she was trying to focus in and hone on how and what. But I think that just after listening to you, it's really not going to be difficult to do. But I agree with you, and also the persons that our kids see more than anybody are, teachers are father figures. They spend more time with teachers at school than they spend with anyone. Especially when you start talking about from September through July. So, that's those guys are the ones that we also have to appreciate, even though I understand that teachers and the way that they teach and methodologies and some of the actions of our modern day teachers might be different than our old school teachers because I feel as though the environment in school and the relationship between teachers and students were quite a bit different when I was growing up than they are now. But still, those guys are troopers in there that those real teachers. We still have a few. And I think we have quite a few. I just believe that the quite a few that we have don't get the recognition and observation and acknowledgement that they deserve. I believe that. But anyway, but yeah, so I was thinking about that father figure thing, and that's one because by the first quarter, I want to at least have 3 to 5 solid shows that's going to be broadcasting. Again, because it's Neighborhood Planet has been absorbing my conversations now around my colleagues and things like that. I'm really starting to embrace it fully and really looking to push some things because I see we all see where the trend is going. We all see where everything is going. So, but anyway, so hey, what's the plan for New Year's? What's the plan for tomorrow, man? What are you guys going to be doing there? Y'all going to just be hanging out during the day? Y'all going to have a daytime party, or what's going to happen tomorrow with you guys?
Are we just gonna chill at the house, bring it in together, and shoot, that's what we're gonna do. We just gonna bring it in together and be with the kids, and then shoot, just bring it in with them. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, we're gonna walk it. We're gonna walk it out.
I feel you. I feel you. Well, uh, me and my wife, we just always been cut buddies. So if we're in a party, or if we're in a party, it's a party, and if it's just us, it's a party. So it really wouldn't matter. So we just play it by ear. We run across some people tomorrow that might not have no plans, and they freestyling like us. We'll
Right.
end up, getting together and congregating and breaking bread and all that good stuff and enjoying. And if we don't, we got a couple of bottles of bubbly in our refrigerator right now, ready for tomorrow. We'll be here with our hats on, with our tutors in our mouths, and playing some music like we are now. Listen, I don't own the copyright this music, but I own the right to bump it. So so I know y'all hear it in the background. So I got to do a disclaimer, even though I put it on the post, so that way these media outlets don't start striking me down. It's just something that puts us in a good vibe. It's the weekend before New Year's, the new year. I was blessed to be able to be in the cipher with this brother. This is going to be historical. We're going to look back on this. We're going to look back on tonight, and we're going to be talking about it. We're going to remember when we did that show, Brother Swab, Dr. Brother Swab dropped in, and it was just us three holding it down. Watch. And it's here for the history books. We're gonna be on the History Channel. That's my mission, is to have a documentary of our journey on the History Channel. That's that for me, that will complete me, like they say. It will complete me.
I'm looking forward to seeing us on there. Real talk, real talk.
Me
You know what I
too.
mean?
Me
The
too.
ideas turn into actions. Actions turn into executions. Executions, like dang, turns into wows. Wow, yo, we did that.
And that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. For everybody, you see, I'm Brandon tonight. Phi Alpha Alpha Delta paid the socialpreneurial frat. So you'll see more. I actually went out today and got some merch made. So I got my shirt and my cap on. They look pretty good. It look pretty good to me.
Definitely
But
looking dope. I love it on yellow and green. That
golden,
gold and green. I
yeah,
misspoke. Gold and green. I
exactly.
love that gold. That gold and
Exactly.
green.
Absolutely. And it's just for that. That's just for that. Well, I'll break it down to you guys later at a later time. But hey, so yeah, man. So we just came on. We freestyling and just having a pretty good time, having conversation. Just wanted to reach out to my brother, reflect back on 2021. Like I said, we both understand that it was a year of growth and some change and maturity. And like I said, even though we think that as we get older that we've been through everything, we understand things so much better. Still, I'm still discovering myself. I don't know myself fully yet. I don't believe. Now I think there's still a little bit more left, and I'm excited about that because I want to learn that about me. And I'm glad, like I said, in interacting with you and engaging with you and engaging with my brother Suave has definitely helped me to round off those edges that I had. I'm starting to smooth out like a creek rock, like a rock in the river, starting to smooth on out, man. So I'm anticipating, looking forward to it. But yeah, so everybody, it's about 9:30. We had some technical difficulties at the top, so whenever you review this on demand, You might some of the promos might be missing because we had some type of gremlins in there somewhere and kicked me off and made me lose my videos, but it's okay. We still getting them and killing them in the long run. Killing them in the long run. What's up, brother General? Go ahead. We can start getting ready to shut it down because it's going to be a weekend.
Yes. Growth is the process of increasing. Okay, increasing, ascending in the sense of us growing. It's a process. So to those who's watching, including myself, when I'm growing, I'm never the same. So I'm always discovering myself, just like you, my kid, just like you, my brother. You know what I mean? And discovering myself is an everyday thing because I'm constantly growing. Once I stop discovering new things about myself, I know that, what, that's it. Stop growing. You know what I mean? So growth, the process of increase, you know what I mean? Of increase in who you are, you know what I mean? Growing in different factors in your life, but not being the same and not going backwards, but always going further. And further is always this way or both. You see what I'm saying? So 2022 year of execution, growth. Wow. Father the Six.
I'm with you, brother. I am with you. And, listen to you saying that is, for me, is I feel that when you stop growing I think that's when the creator get ready to call you home. For me, if there's nothing else, I feel it's for me to discover about myself because I feel there's always a different discovery about me. I don't think I will ever know 100% who I am. I might be secure in who I am, but I believe that there's always another situation that I've never experienced in my life that I might have to be a different person, a different type of person, react in a different way like I've never reacted before. I just truly believe that. But I am 100% secure in myself and and as far as that portion of me and who I am. I'm secure in my abilities to be able to sustain and survive. I truly believe in that. But I just don't believe that I would 100% know who I am. I think that it's always upon discovery until you get back to the source. And when you get back to the source, I think you get all the answers. I don't think we'll ever know them all. But 2022, brother, 2022, we talking about it. We putting it out here in the universe, and it's going to come back tenfold.
I expect that.
I'm excited about it. So y'all, everybody, it's been nothing but love for this 2021. We've crawled a little bit and wiped the milk from around our mouths and starting to do some things and moving forward. And so we're anticipating. I wish everyone health, wealth, and success, and that everyone's definitely health. Definitely health. That's one thing that we've discovered from 2019 to now is that we have to take care of ourselves. We really do. Not only for ourselves, but for our loved ones. They deserve to enjoy as much of us as long as they possibly can. So, if you don't take care of yourself, I think you're being selfish and you don't love who you say you love. That's just me. That's just me. But everybody, I do want to say Happy New Year. I'm going to let my brother, General Father the Six, go ahead and drop his last words before we get out of here. And man, I love you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I look forward to seeing you on the other side of the river, brother. 2022.
Yes, sir. Final words, 2022. Hey, let's make it count. In the story, make it count. Be safe out there and make it count. Let's make this one count. Father the Six, the General.
And we out, y'all. 2021. Goodbye. We'll see you soon, 2022.